Hey, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Mukakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there, onto his life foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. The world is not happy, is not pleased with the action that took place the other day. The world is not happy. And it's this Queen NYC. I am an American. I'm in America. We hate this regime. They're racist conquistadors in the line with the Israeli. And it goes on and on. The world's not happy with the decision that has been done. But guess what? The world may not be happy. But this administration, these people that's in a position of power, that's over this administration, they don't give a damn. This guy, what's his name? Keep forgetting this guy's name. Well, I think it was Kosh Schwab that said it. Expect to see shock value, right? The world is upset. All right, the world is a stage, and what we're seeing right now is a display of physical pain, suffering. But the more this administration does things the way they do, the more and more the world is going to combine themselves together to get rid of the problem of the world. And that's something that these people wouldn't mind people trying to do to them. They're flexing their power. They're flexing their position in this world. It says the main character of an evil of every crime is, you already see what it is. Everybody's pissed off. But then on the flip side, you have a couple of people that was crying, like, "What? I'm so happy that this guy is gone," and this, that, to the third. I see why I see why the elites look at people a certain way. You have the opportunity to have your own. You don't understand what's really going on in the world today. The reason why people don't know nothing is because the powers that be ensure people not to know anything. So what they think is good for them is not good at all. But the world is pissed off about this, which is prophetic. Everything that's happened is prophetic. All right, real quick, let me get this. 2nd Ezra 9:1. It says, and he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shall thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. So the uproars of the people right now at this moment is against that whore Babylon. Okay? And that whore Babylon, because see, look at everybody else. They're powerless. We don't care what they think, how they think, what they do. We'll just bomb whoever we feel like it. But all that comes with consequences and repercussions. This is why I was gonna get. I get that. I'll come back to this. Revelations 18. And 19. It says in 18. Nah, 17. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and the ships and the sailors and as many as trade by the sea stood afar off. So this is the future of Babylon the Great. which proves that America is Babylon, because America is an isolated country. You have Canada above and Mexico below, but then you have the Atlantic Ocean, you got the Pacific Ocean, you have the Gulf of Mexico. So nobody's going to be able to invade this land. Just walk, to send troops in. No, they'll see it coming. So the Lord isolated this place. Okay, this is the fourth part of the fourth part of not man, fourth part of the fourth part of the world. When you read Acts, was it Acts 1:5 or 1:6? The ends of the world. This is literally the ends of the world. So it's giving you a land that's blessed, business wise, merchant. Okay, and you have nothing but seaports all over because America receives product in order to sell. So this future prophecy is telling you how when this place go down, the only people that's going to be crying about this place going down is the people that's making money off of it. So everybody else is going to be excited. And you could tell when anything happens to this place, these nations are in an uproar of excitement. Okay, and that's why when they show those videos of people burning the flags and like we just saw, and Trump made it illegal here in America. But there's a reason why these nations are doing what they're doing. They're not doing it because it's a flag they want to burn. They're going through some bad stuff and they know where it's coming from. There was a movie that came out, I like to think like 2002, 2003. I'm not going to look it up. Black Hawk Down. Great movie, actually. But didn't understand what was behind it. You just, if you don't know nothing was going on, you would just believe that the Somalians was going crazy and they was just attacking American. Um, it was just attacking America just cause. But no, at the end of the movie, they even give you an idea. They wanted the American troops out of their land, and once they ran out because they got casted out. Once they got ran out, everybody stopped running after them. And in the hindsight, looking at it, it's like, yo, the other nations are not accepting this land. All right, they know what these people are all about. So what Trump did wasn't surprising to no one. It pissed people off. Now the nations are more angry. All right, now the nations are saying, you know what, we can't trust this place because they violated the basic law of man. And the basic law of man is you are sovereign, you have a leader, you have established government and all this other stuff. If you displease this place, then they're gonna feel the rights to come against you. Now, if they feel the rights to come against you, you have no rights. Period. So everybody's gonna have to protect themselves. But anyway, it says and cried with a loud. I'm sorry, did I read that part? Yeah. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, "What city is like unto this great city?" And they cast dust on their heads, and they cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, the great city wherein we were made rich. That's the only thing they're concerned about. So when this place go down, the average person is not going to weep a tear for this goddamn place. All right? They're not going to, because it's going to be a sign of relief. Because this is the greatest terrorist organization, empire on the planet Earth. And everybody's fed up with this place. It says, wherein we were made rich, all that had ships in the sea, by the reason of her costliness, but in 1 hour is she made desolate. And 1 hour is going to take to destroy this place. So, yeah, there's the uproars of the people. It says, then shall, back in 2nd Ezra 9:4, then shall thou will understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even like you, even even from the beginning. All right, and one of everybody's favorite movies, it was Return of the Jedi, and at the end of the movie, when the Empire failed, everybody celebrated. Everybody throughout the galaxy, they all celebrated because the evil empire failed because they was being oppressed by it. So the same thing is going to happen here in the near future. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Ezekiel 36. Come on, why you do this for? Ezekiel 36 and I believe the second last verse. Oh, I'm sorry, not 36, 35. I was wondering why it takes so long. Ezekiel 35:14. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. So when the scriptures clearly tell you when Mount Seir is taken down, Mount Seir is not one place. It's all Esau's structure, all his governments, but mainly here in Babylon, the headquarters. When the earth is going to be at peace, is when that's the only way when the earth is going to be at peace, when this place is destroyed. All right? Let me read it and I'll tell you. This is what the sovereign Lord says. While the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make you desolate. So straight to the point. That's the only way you're going to get world peace. Because right now, what we're seeing, Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So throughout the four corners of the earth, the people are mourning. Then this man's telling the world, "There's too many of you. We have to have a plan. We have to eliminate certain things. People have to eat bugs. We have to block out the sun. We need the resources. All right. There's not enough food. Let's print out meat. It's too much people." He's telling you everything that you're not supposed to do. He's telling you should do it. And when people do it, then later on down the line, they go out and destroy them. So the people are not pleased at all. And this is gonna what sparks a lot of things. So all Americans foes are gonna soon gang up against this place. Is it gonna be more than America could bear? It's gonna be overwhelming. What's gonna end up happening is gonna be an overwhelming bombardment of nations destroying this place. Joel 3:9. This is why everybody got to arm themselves, protect themselves. Right? It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. wake up the mighty men. And that's another form of waking up the mighty men, is go and do what they just did. That's another form of that. It says, let let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks to spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. So everybody out there knowing they got to protect themselves because they don't know. All right? Hey, like the great song, I got to quote that. There's a war going on. There's a war going on out there no man is safe from. All right? So America got the balls of gall, especially under this administration, publicly go to war with everybody. With everybody. You want to go to war with everybody because you have certain abilities more than other places. And like I did in the last show, they're not going after the big bad. They're not going for the ones that can fight back. They're going for the ones that can't fight back, which is going to lead to a far greater alliances. Okay, they can still have as much resources that they think they want, and that's another factor too. All the resources that they take, these places that have rich resources, everything that this man touches is death. So things die off. So once he overused this part of the world, he's going to go to the other part of the world, which until is going to die off. So these nations are gathering their strength together for them not to be victims. Everybody should have learned from Gaddafi. Everybody should have learned from Saddam Hussein. What dealing with America, you not having nukes can do to you. You have now everybody. I saw it. It was a African general, something like that, and he said it. He's like, "Yo, us in Africa, we gotta get nukes. This is the only way we could defend ourselves." So that now is a cry to defend themselves. You see, now is a cry to defend themselves, and the only thing America could say is like, we kept. Slovakia. They're gonna be aligned with Russia. All right, America's greatest foe, and by then it's gonna be too little, too late for this place. It says, "Assemble yourselves and come, all you heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, to the cause our mighty ones to come down, O Lord." So everybody's gonna be gravitating to the Middle East. Something is gonna pull them in. All right, something's gonna pull them in, and that something is the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It's gonna come. Salakia. You hear static. That's the mic, but something's gonna pull them. The spirit of the Lord is pulling these nations together. The spirit of the Lord is pulling these nations to realize that this is an evil empire. Now they will punish anybody to the extent of their law. When they asked, I forgot who it is. What's this guy? It's the tip of my tongue. Ricky Rubio, something like that. But why? What law that give them right to do that? He said, "Well, we got courts, right? So here it is. They're telling you their courts is above all the courts. They could get a warrant for anybody's arrest, anytime, any place, and they have the rights to go in there and do as they please. So the nations right now are pissed. They're vexed. All right. They're willing to lose it all to get not to have that have America. Now you have some of the nations, same nations that was protesting, or some of them are happy here in America because they think they're in a good case, but they're not. All right, that's what's happening, Slakia. That's what's happening. They think they're in a good case, but they're not. The only thing that they have going for themselves is that they're in this place. But with this private army that's called ICE, even their asses are in danger. So this man is willing. He's going to war with everybody. And through the spread, I always quote this. I said the Most High is so bad that he created his own adversary. Well, Esau is trying to be as the creator of all things. He's trying to create his own villains. All right, that's a God complex. So the Lord is putting a certain spirit on these nations to prepare for war, to prepare to fight. All right, and they're going to stop spending their money on feeding their people to fight off the big bad bully. All right, if they have to align themselves to take this place down, they're going to align themselves to take this place down. It says, "Let the heathen be wakened," and this is a waking period for everybody, "and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about." That's going talking about in the Middle East. So the Lord is willing; He's going to gather all the nations to judge them for what they have done unto His people. And sad part is, I mean, it's real sad. You see these people that claim to be excited and happy about Maduro taking overnight against his will, and the sad part is they don't realize that their lives is in danger. Okay, their lives are in danger. This man is literally captured a man in his own home to prop them up in false claims of selling drugs and using the actual law system that they have in the states. But yet, and this is a very crooked law system. Who gave them the permission to be the judge, executioner of the world? So there's a lot of things that's happening, but the people is in an uproar, and when this place go, nobody's gonna shed a tear. Only those people that was making money off of this. All right, that's the only people that's probably gonna be concerned. But the Lord is building up that hatred, the nations to have hatred towards this place. So we're in some interesting times. This is about to get real rough out here. With that being said, shalom to the elect of the nations. Shalom.